Hey everybody, so first of all, I have a wedding that I'm going to later today, so that is why I have my hair and makeup and I'm wearing a dress. Yeah, this is a little bit more makeup than I would normally wear, but anyways, welcome to today's video. So today I wanted to talk about what happens after boot camp. So pretty much, I'm just gonna make a disclaimer right off the beginning, and I want to just say, put it out there, everyone's story is going to be a little bit different. So just because what happened to Daniel happened doesn't mean it's gonna happen with you or your boyfriend or whatever. It's crazy sometimes, and pretty much everything is different. So basically, what you can count on is after boot camp, your boyfriend, fiance, whatever, will graduate and he will get 10 days of leave. Some guys, I think they can qualify for something and they can get their leave extended a little bit, and they can be, I think, a recruiter's assistant or something like that. But I'm not positive about that. So that can also be different for everyone. But then after boot camp, after the 10-day leave, your Marine will go back to MCT, which is Marine Combat Training. And if they're, I'm not positive this is like 100% accurate, so don't be like quoting me 100%. This is how it worked for us. So Daniel's MOS was not infantry, so he had 1 month of MCT, and I believe if your MOS is infantry, then you'll go to 2 months of MCT. And then I think it's called ITB, but I'm not positive about that. So then after the 28 days of combat training, your Marine should go to, they will either have to stay there and do like work projects and stuff like that, or they'll get sent to the base where their MOS school is going to be. Or they'll get sent to the base where their school is going to be, and they're going to have to just kind of hang out for a little while before their class picks up. So that is something that you may not be aware of. Your Marine is not necessarily going to get into class as soon as he gets there. There's most likely going to be a little layover time of waiting, and in that time he'll probably just have to do like PT, work projects, duty, and that sort of thing. So prepare for that. It's usually not just going to be boom, boom, boom. There's usually a little bit of waiting. But like I said, everyone is different. Everyone's story is a little bit different. So what happens with you and your Marine may be a little bit different, and that's fine. So I also wanted to talk about not just what happens logistically after boot camp, but like relationally what happened after boot camp. So towards the end of MCT, they will get their phones back. And so Daniel got his phone back like a couple days, I think the weekend before they graduated. So he graduated on a Monday and he got his phone, I think, a Friday night. I was at work and he called me. Like, I just happened to be in the break room getting a drink of water, and he called me and I checked my phone. I was like, what, is this real? And so that was really exciting and fun. And so he's had his phone for about, I want to say about a month and a half. So this is where things get a little bit different. And so this is more just like communication based. I had an expectation that it was going to be really easy, which is kind of foolish to have looking back, but I obviously didn't know. Like, I didn't think that long distance would be a walk in the park, but I didn't think that it would have some of the challenges that it does have. So my expectations were a little bit off. So reality and expectation did not meet. So like, you figure your Marine gets their phone back and you're just going to be able to talk all the time. And obviously that's not all the time, but more than before. And so it's kind of a blessing and a curse, because you know that they have their phone and you have your phone, you can be communicating, but then you have to think what they're going through every day, the different things they have to do, whether it be school or formation or I don't even know what else, but whatever else they have to do. And then put that in with your schedule, whether you are at work or at school or anything else, and you're gonna have a hard time finding out when you're both free, when you have time to talk, if you have service on your phone, like that kind of thing. And so that can be a little bit challenging. And so the first few days that Daniel had his phone back, I felt like the worst girlfriend in the world, because I felt like I should be better at knowing how to communicate and all this stuff. And I didn't even give myself any time to adjust to this new change. And so if you are just coming out of boot camp, or you're about to be going out of boot camp into MCT, whatever, and communication is about to come back, I want to let you know, make sure that you give yourself some time to adjust. Both of you are going to need time to adjust. And so his schedule is going to be all crazy, and yours may not be crazy, but it's still going to be different than his, which is obviously going to put a little bit of difference between when you can communicate and stuff like that. So just go into more communication knowing that it's probably not going to be what you think it is. So just give yourself some time to adjust to all the changes that are happening, and don't have an expectation of perfection, because if that is what your expectation is, then you are going to fail miserably every time, and you're going to just end up being disappointed all the time. So my best advice to you and your new Marine is that you guys just need to talk about your expectations for communication with each other and what that looks like to you, and then you're gonna just have to work on that together. And I wish I brought it with me. I will link this book below, but it's called The 5 Love Languages. I started reading that book and I thought it was so helpful. It's such a simple concept, and if you read it, it'll talk about the 5 different love languages, and I won't really give any details about it, but it kind of gives you some ideas on how to communicate with each other in a way that your significant other will most benefit from it. So for example, say that your significant other's major #1 primary love language is words of affirmation. If you're apart from each other, this love language is one of the simpler ones to practice from a distance. If you guys aren't together, but that is how you or your partner receives love, like in the biggest way, then you can really take advantage of that. You can write each other notes, send cute little texts, something like that, just to let them know that you're thinking about them, or them to you, and that will make a huge difference. So if you can learn to communicate in a way that makes the most sense to you personally or to them, then that's going to help you both in the long run. Something else that may help you guys work through communication and just adjusting to not being together is to give each other some grace and remember that you're both learning and you both have life going on. Your life isn't going to stop for him, and his life isn't going to be able to stop for yours. So you have to just be able to keep doing things, respect each other, and think about each other and what you're going through and how you can help each other even when you're not together. So I just want to leave you guys with this. There are going to be some learning curves that you will find, but don't worry, because it's nothing that you can't overcome and come out stronger on the other end. If any of you guys have any other advice about how you dealt with communication in long distance, then definitely leave that down below. Share with the rest of us. If you need to contact me, email me, message me on Instagram, or leave a comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!